From the chaos of the cosmos, it arrived, not with fire and fury, but with a cold. It was not a rock. It was a machine, a creature, a tomb. And humanity, children of stardust, refused to kneel. They forged their will into light, a spear to pierce the heavens.
But disaster is not always an end. In that moment, they understood.
Every great catastrophe begins with a whisper, a lost signal in the darkness.
It's decelerating. It can't be decelerating.
It wasn't rock and ice. It was metal and circuitry. An artificial island adrift in the ocean of night.
This was the work of an ancient and terrifying intelligence, an architect of silence. The truth was too immense to be immediately accepted. The human mind recoiled from a reality so appalling. It wasn't just moving, it was feeding. The universe was its banquet. It's repeating one concept: harvest. For the first time, the world was united, not by hope, but by a common fear. It did not follow the laws. It wrote its own.
We see nothing.
But we can feel it.
A myth kept secret for decades. Civilization's final gamble. Humanity prepared for the apocalypse, but they never imagined the enemy would come from the stars. The price of survival was the future, a trade no one wanted to make.
We have no other choice.
Millions of miles from Earth, the silent guardians began their work.
To all stations. Begin the AEGIS activation sequence.
Fear gave way to a new emotion, curiosity, and a fragile spark of hope. A prayer for the planet, sent forth on ancient vibrations.
In the face of annihilation, humanity found unity in a shared gaze.
Activation sequence initiated.
They weren't just collecting sunlight. They were drinking the fire of a star to ignite hope. From the planet's fiery heart, humanity drew primordial power to protect its fragile skin. Every wind, every breath of the planet was forged into the strength to fight. These were not satellites for communication, but outposts, gathering the strength of the cosmos. A nervous system of light, connecting every human endeavor into a single will. The light of life, ascending from the deepest abyss. The planet becomes a colossal battery, gathering power for a single purpose. The first pillar of the shield. The second pillar. Balance is established. The first thread of the shield. The frame of the shield is forged. A net woven from hope and technology. The second skin of the Earth. first time, the blue planet is no longer alone. It wears the armor of gods. Ready for the battle of destiny. The first phase was a success, but the true test had only just begun.
The uninvited guest had arrived at the doorstep.
It sensed the resistance, and it was not pleased.
Two titans of the cosmos, face to face, one forged from will, the other born of shadow. A terrible stillness before the universe changed forever.
The first shot in the war for a world soul.
A spear of fire aimed at the heart of humanity.
Shield is holding. Power at 98%.
The fury of a god is not easily appeased.
A dance of destruction and defense, painted upon the heavens.
When force was ineffective, it turned to numbers.
Disperse power. Create a multi-frequency shield.
The shield became a flexible net.
Breach. Location: Sahara Desert.
A silence more terrifying than any explosion. It does not destroy. It assimilates. It reshapes the world in its own image. Scars began to appear on the face of Gaia.
Switch from defense to offense. Concentrate all power to the main emitters. Target the Harvester's core.
The shield becomes a sword.
The spear of will. The punch of an entire planet. Titan against Titan. The will to live, stronger than the instinct to destroy.
A perfect response. We did it! It's damaged.
For the first time, the hunter showed hesitation. A brief moment of jubilation.
Every victory comes with a price.
Not yet. It's not over.
When faced with destruction, the enemy does not die. It evolves.
The chrysalis breaks to reveal the butterfly of the apocalypse. This was not a machine. It was a god, a being of pure energy.
Its energy levels. They're skyrocketing.
The shield is about to shatter. Human technology had reached its limit.
The gaze of a god upon the creatures it is about to erase.
The moment of the impossible choice. Activate the final protocol. Code Thanatos.
Man, that's a one-way trip.
Execute the order.
A final salute to Earth.
The button of sacrifice. The shield did not break. It transformed.
No longer a shield, nor a sword. It became a prison. Light against light.
A god, imprisoned by the will of the creatures it despised.
An artificial singularity created to erase a cosmic threat.
They had done all they could. The rest was left to the laws of physics they had just broken.
Destruction condensed. The final moment. Infinity in a point. Light consumed darkness. And then, both were gone. The price of silence was silence.
The mission was complete. The tear of loss and of life.
A strange beauty, born from the ashes of war.
Life always finds a way.
The harvester was gone, but it left a question. By forcing humanity to sacrifice and